Are you ready to uncover the astonishing truth about the legendary King Arthur? For centuries, his existence has been debated, with some believing he was just a myth. But guess what? Scientists have made a groundbreaking discovery that finally proves King Arthur was real. So let's dive into this video today to learn how scientists found the body of King Arthur. Here we begin. King Arthur is a legendary king from Britain and is a really important character in old stories about Britain. In the stories from Wales, Arthur is shown as a leader of the Britons after the Romans left. He fights against the Anglo-Saxons who came to Britain in the late 5th and early 6th centuries. But here's the thing, the first stories about him were written about 300 years after he was supposed to have lived. Most historians today don't think he was a real person. People also talked about Arthur in early Welsh poems like Why Gododin. He was either a really strong warrior who protected Britain from all sorts of enemies, or he was a magical character in stories, often connected to a special place called Annwn in Welsh folklore. King Arthur is known for symbolizing hope, chivalry, and honor in British history. He's famous for creating the Round Table, looking for the Holy Grail, and fighting against the Saxons. These stories are a big part of British culture. The story goes that Arthur magically became king. After King Uther died, a sword was stuck in a stone with a message that said the person who could pull it out would be the rightful king of England. Many tried and failed, but young Arthur did it, and that's how he became king. At first, some lords and barons didn't want Arthur to be king, but with the help of Merlin and loyal knights like Lancelot, Gawain, and Tristan, he established a fair and prosperous rule. The Round Table was important in his court because it represented equality and unity. Knights at this table had to follow a code of honor, bravery, and loyalty. They weren't just warriors, they were champions of the weak and protectors of the kingdom. However, Arthur's life had its ups and downs. One of the saddest parts was when his wife, Queen Guinevere, had an affair with his trusted knight Lancelot. This hurt their friendship and the stability of Arthur's court. There were also betrayals within Arthur's family, like his son Mordred, who wanted the throne and caused a big battle. Arthur had another important battle against the Saxons. They were a big threat to Britain, but with the help of his knights and his magical sword Excalibur, he managed to beat them at the Battle of Badon Hill. This brought peace to Britain for a while. His final battle was against Mordred. They fought fiercely, and Arthur killed Mordred, but he got hurt too. Sir Bedivere was told to return Excalibur to the Lady of the Lake during this battle. But there's still a big debate among experts about whether King Arthur was a real person or just a legend. Scientists are trying to find proof until now. The evidence of him being real was the excavation of Tintagel Castle in Cornwall, England. Archaeologists have recently uncovered a treasure trove of items and structures that provide intriguing insights into the era believed to be associated with the legendary King Arthur. Among the most captivating finds at Tintagel was a stone inscribed with the name Aaron. While not an exact match to Arthur, the similarity in names has sparked significant curiosity. Could this stone have been connected to King Arthur or someone closely linked to him? This possibility has ignited excitement both in the archaeological community and the general public, renewing interest in the site's historical importance. Beyond inscriptions, the excavations at Tintagel have revealed much about the nature of the place during the 5th and 6th centuries. The remnants of walls, steps, and buildings suggest that it was more than just a military outpost. It was a bustling center of trade and culture. Among the unearthed items were fragments of Mediterranean pottery, ornate metalwork, and fine glass. These artifacts indicate that Tintagel was part of a vast trade network with connections from the Eastern Mediterranean. These findings challenge previous ideas of post-Roman Britain's isolations and suggest that Tintagel held considerable significance. The presence of luxury items such as wine jars from the Eastern Mediterranean and fine tableware further underscores Tintagel's importance. These were not everyday items, but symbols of wealth and status. It raises the question whether one of these individuals has been King Arthur. The architectural discoveries at Tintagel also shed light on the sophistication of the society during that time. The design of the unearthed buildings and evidence of advanced masonry techniques indicate a high level of architectural and engineering knowledge for the period. Grand halls and intricate drainage systems suggest an advance in organized society. Additionally, The layout and nature of the structures hint that Tintagel was not just a place of residence, but also a hub of administration and governance. These discoveries provide a new perspective on the post-Roman era, often considered a period of decline. Instead, they reveal a dynamic society with cultural and trade connections extending far beyond the British Isles. Tintagel's cosmopolitan nature, influenced by North Africa, the Middle East, and continental Europe, suggests an exchange, interaction, and integration era. However, as with all archaeological findings, Tintagel's discoveries have generated excitement and skepticism. While some see the inscribed Aaron stone as a direct link to King Arthur, others urge caution in jumping to conclusions. While the luxury goods indicate Tintagel's importance, they don't definitively point to specific individuals' presence. In another significant development, more than 1,000 years old, the Glastonbury Abbey, one of England's oldest religious sites, made an astonishing announcement. During reconstruction efforts following a devastating fire in 1184, the monks of the abbey stumbled upon an ancient burial site. This grave, nestled between two ancient pyramids, contained a large leaden cross with an inscription that read, "Here lies buried the renowned King Arthur with Gui, his second wife, in the Isle of Avalon." This revelation was profound, as the Isle of Avalon had long been associated with Arthurian legends and believed to be where King Arthur was taken to heal after his final battle. A deeper investigation revealed a wooden coffin made from a hollowed-out log, holding two bodies inside. Somerset, a picturesque county in southwest England, has been a focal point for Arthurian historians and archaeologists. An Iron Age hill fort there intrigues experts as a possible site of Camelot, King Arthur's legendary court. Its strategic location close to coasts and trade routes fits Arthur's role. 20th century excavations revealed prosperous structures like grand halls and advanced metalwork, suggesting an affluent and technologically advanced community. Inscriptions and symbols resembling Arthurian lore sparked speculations about their link to King Arthur. The fort's layout with a central court and surrounding structures match Camelot's descriptions. While several sites vie for Camelot's location, the Somerset Hill Fort is a strong contender, supported by archaeological findings. The Winchester Round Table, housed in Winchester Castle's Great Hall, is another intriguing artifact linked to King Arthur. This massive wooden table, adorned with knights' names, might seem too recent, but it could be a reconstruction or replacement. Its round shape symbolizes equality among knights, a core Arthurian principle. Located in Winchester, a city with deep ties to the Arthurian period, adds to its potential authenticity. The knight's name painted on the table aligned with those in Arthurian texts, reinforcing its connection to the legendary king and his knights. Its meticulous preservation and display in Winchester Castle emphasize its significance. The Winchester Round Table's placement in a distinguished setting suggests its immense historical and cultural importance. While direct references to the table might be scarce in historical records, the widespread recognition of Arthurian tales during that period suggests its existence. The table's craftsmanship aligns with the techniques and materials of King Arthur's era, leading authenticity to its potential. The Sutton Hoo helmet discovered in 1939 offers valuable insights into the time of King Arthur. Its lavish burial suggests a powerful elite in Anglo-Saxon society. The helmet's design reflects Roman influence, mirroring the Arthurian world's blend of cultures. Symbolic motifs on the helmet, like the boar, resonate with the quest for the Holy Grail in Arthurian legends. Interlaced creatures in the helmet align with Anglo-Saxon animistic beliefs, similar to omens and guides in Arthurian tales. The helmet's craftsmanship reveals advanced metallurgical skills and trade networks, much like the Arthurian knights who traveled to distant lands. So, what do you think of the discovery of King Arthur's body in the Tintagel Castle? Comment below and subscribe for more.